What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to another episode of the Nonsense Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me, equally as always, is Rick.
You were primed me on it, and I still was shocked. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to episode number 89, where today starts a bit of a series, in that it will last the entirety of November. So if you're not a fan of this show, I apologise. We'll see you again in December.
Yep. All of this month, we're doing Month Little Pony.
Not married to that name, but okay.
But yeah, we're doing the new season of My Little Pony Make Your Mark all month.
Yeah, in order to cover the entirety of the season, we're doing 2 episodes an episode.
Yes, double whammy every week.
Absolutely. I think each episode's only about 21 minutes, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem.
Yeah. We reviewed longer things and still enjoyed making it. So yeah, absolutely, we'll do these 2 at a time.
Absolutely. But before we get into the meat of the review, those of you who follow the podcast know that we like to briefly touch upon our weeks as well as the goings on in the wide world. So with that in mind, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
Well, on a personal note, all we've really done is actually, behind the scenes, get ready for Halloween, because it will have gone by the time you get the actual episode. But
it's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week. We doubled down on buying extra stuff for the actual evening, and we made the house look cool. Also, my daddy has returned from his round the world trip. We bullied him into going to America because that's where he was going to go after he got home anyway. We thought it's stupid flying 3,000 miles to come home to fly 3,000 more miles to go the other way, when you could just fly 4,000 miles once. So yeah, he's back home now. And that's pretty much it for what's happened in the week, because the week has been crap. However, out in the wide world, this is a rumour. However, it tickled me so much that I'm going to relay it. Brigham Young University, one of the Mormon universities in Utah, has had an outbreak of armpit crabs.
I wasn't aware that was a thing.
And it's due to a thing called bagpiping.
Well, because here's the thing: is I know Mormons have a sexual practice they like to do, at least young Mormons do, where the rule is that if you can right, as a man you can put yourself inside a lady as long as you don't thrust. So what they do is the man lies down, the woman gets on top, and they get a friend to shake the bed.
Yep.
So I'm going to assume it's in a similar vein.
Without the shaking bed, it's called soaking. As you can, well, the word makes sense, but yeah, this one, bagpiping, you turn the armpit into a simulated downstairs, and that's where crabs are being transmitted.
That's I'm gonna err on the side of caution and say this rumor is a bit made up, based mainly on the fact that decent hygiene prevents that, more or less.
Yeah, but you can get straight in the shower straight after.
But I'm just saying the crab thing, like once you have them, you buy shampoo and use it for X amount of time, and then boom, you're done.
Yeah.
As far as STDs go, it's not really an STD, but it's passed along via it, so it falls in the category. It's a really easy one to treat. And I'm not saying that because I've had them. I'm saying that because they take the piss out of it in TV so fucking much. Yeah.
It's one of those, like, even in real life, it's difficult to believe how it can transmit so easily, but then you've seen some really scrotty people out in the world, so.
And also, teenagers are disgusting. Like, they will fuck anything. So don't get me wrong, I believe that they're fucking armpits. I don't see the point.
The other thing that's happened is that we don't know who the actual villain is here, but between Adobe, which, okay, they likely are the villain because they like getting subscriptions for everything, and Pantone, who are the creators of the International Colour Matching Standard, they've withdrawn their colours from Photoshop, and now you have to pay $15 a month to get Pantone colours, even though you can recreate all of them by a 6-digit hex code of what the colour is in RGBs, and they've helpfully replaced all of the hues with black, unless you pay the subscription.
Well, I assume they're both big companies, and therefore they are both being greedy.
Yes. The other thing is, if you have already used these colours in a document, in a work that you've already worked on, those will all be replaced by black, making it a completely unusable piece of work.
Even if you resub, as it were.
Apparently some people are having that problem, that even if they do sub, then it's kept them as black because it's saved as black.
That's bollocks. That's horseshit.
It's destruction of work.
Yep, and it's not like they did any illegal loopholes. They were just like, oh, this is black for the moment. Okay, well, I'll buy the things and then that'll fix the thing. Oh, it didn't fix the thing and now I'm down 15 quid.
Yeah, well, not only that, you're down the piece of work that you've worked on, which could be worth, I don't know, well, part of your job.
Well, yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying they did all the right steps and it still didn't fix the problem, and now they've also paid money to people and that hasn't fixed it. And chances are, considering the way they've probably coded this to go into effect, they're not gonna be able to fix it.
Nope. But yeah, it's horse shit. I very much am a believer of buy to own rather than just renting a thing forever and paying infinity pounds until you're dead.
Rent is fair.
Yep. But yeah, that's basically all I've found out in the wide world this week. So how about you? How has your week been and what have you seen?
Okie dokie. Well, we've got two personal notes. First and foremost, MCM's been and gone.
Yes, it has.
Shit show be damned. It was okay. I didn't really buy that much, which is telling because I go there to buy things. So, my swag haul was not that grand. I met some artists. I bought some artwork. I bought another comic from that dude who sold the Jaws crossover thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a great Digimon card art book, which just shows all the card artwork from a bunch of Digimon sets. I want to say it goes up to BT7, which is set 7.
Okay.
It also came with 2 promo cards, which I'm currently leaving in their packets because I don't know if I want to take them out.
Yeah, you don't want to smudge finger a promo card in case it's the only time they distribute them.
Oh, it's also Japanese.
Oh, okay.
So it's one of those where every other card in my folder is English, so it'd be a bit weird to have 2 cards in Japanese in that folder, and I'm not looking to get into collecting specifically Japanese cards because that's effort.
Sure. I did see some photos from MCM that, I saw a big old montage of collected everybody who had a HoloLive cosplay into one montage outside, and some of them were pretty cool.
Yeah, the big costume at the moment seems to be Genshin Impact characters because there's always fucking dozens and dozens.
Some of them are paid as well, I believe.
If you say so. I only go on the Friday, which is the day to go if you're buying shit. It's not really a big cosplay day. There's still people in costumes and they're great, don't get me wrong, but usually those people are there for the weekend.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the 2 best costumes I've ever seen at a con, one of them was the Duke Nukem guy, who very definitely is a paid bodybuilder who just goes in a Duke Nukem costume, and the other one was a Deathstroke the Terminator that I met on a train. He looked fantastic.
Yeah, fair dude. In other news, on a personal note, I've unsubscribed from the God of War subreddit.
Have you?
Yes.
What have they done? Is it a case of new game coming out, don't want spoilers?
Literally, the new game is out within just over a week now, and proper leaks are coming out. Leaks have sort of been dripping anyway because review copies are out, but now they're just bombarding it, so I'm like, cool, I'm going to unsub until I've played the game, because the coolest part about most games is not knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah, totally.
I'm very intrigued, because my theory, and I don't know anything by the way, the game isn't out yet, and it won't be out even when this episode comes out, but my theory is that Kratos is actually not going to kill any gods in the game, because...
Right.
Well, it's called God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
One of the big reveals, spoiler for God of War 1, which is a game from 2018, so fuck you if you don't know it. Kratos' kid is Loki.
Yes.
And, well, Loki kills a lot of gods.
Yeah, he does.
So, my theory is Kratos isn't going to kill any of the gods, but Loki's going to kill a bunch. Also, we've seen Fenrir in the trailer, and I assume if we do have a conflict with Odin, Odin's just going to go... Odin's meant to be a smart dude. That's pretty much one of his big fucking deals, is he is smart, he knows what he's doing. My theory is that if we do have a confrontation with him, it's going to go, hello, Ghost of Sparta. And it's like, if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to kill you. And Odin just goes, alright, peace. Because why does Odin want any of that?
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's my personal theory. I don't know if it'll be true or not. I know we're going to get at least one 4 fight, so I'm going to be interested to see how the fuck that will end without a death. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to it. I don't want any spoilers. If you spoil it for me, fuck you. Alrighty, on to the news in the world. Let's talk about the big one that's happened fairly recently, South Korea.
Oh, I've not been on the pulse of this, so please enlighten me.
Well, South Korea's got a big party culture. They've also got very narrow streets, and if you see any images from past sort of events, there's always very little room to move around. And this year it backfired, and we're up to 156 confirmed deaths from a human stampede.
Oh no.
Much more than that injured, and I'm sure in the coming days we'll probably hear a few more fatalities as people don't recover. But yeah, basically cramped streets, lots of people, do the math.
Yeah. No fun for anyone, and commiserations to people who've lost someone.
Yeah, it's a tragedy. But the most, I'm going to say annoying, even though it might not be the correct term, thing about it is it's entirely preventable.
Yeah, exasperating. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't live in South Korea. I don't know what their rules are like, but you'd think there'd be, hey everybody, there's a lot of people here. Maybe we shouldn't all be rushing to get into the same spot. Maybe we should make sure there's a bit of breathing room. I don't know. We're British, Rick. We like a queue.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
So it's one of those where it might be impossible for our culture to interpret how this even happened in the first place, but it has, and hopefully people in charge over there look at it and go, alright, things need to change because this can't happen again.
Yeah. Like, they weren't even running away from a fire or anything, were they?
No, they were going to a party.
Yeah.
Literally going to a party.
All people had to do was not stampede and people wouldn't have died.
We're using the term stampede. It's not like people were rushing. It's just the streets got congested and people were packed in. It wasn't like the Black Friday things where people are charging and rushing. It was literally just there's too many people in the space, therefore people die.
Yeah.
Well, one depressing topic dictates another. This one's in a bit of a different vein. Have you ever heard of a fella called Andrew Tate?
Maybe.
General piece of shit, all-round nasty piece of work, doesn't like women.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of an incel vibe, if I'm honest, although he probably fucks people. It's one of those, the attitude without necessarily the, people won't fuck me type of deal. He used to cater towards Christians, but now he's converted to Islam.
That's a bit of a swerve.
Well, it is, but it isn't, because the first thing he did was say, I've now converted to Islam, control your women.
Oh, man.
So considering his previous message, it's entirely par for the course.
Yeah, par for the course for the person.
Yeah.
And oh man.
Yeah, the guy's a piece of shit. The only reason I know about him is because I'm subscribed to several subreddits, one of them being I am a total piece of shit, and he crops on that quite often.
Yeah, fair enough.
And there's also facepalm and stuff like that, stuff of people doing cringy and stupid and just horrible, nasty shit, and it's just like, cool, this person's a piece of shit. And yeah, he seems to be doubling down on that. Just as an aside, I've got nothing against people who follow the religion of Islam. I don't really care. I treat it like I treat pretty much any other thing. If you keep it to yourself, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like being a Man U supporter. Yeah, as long as you're not beating other people over the head with it, it's fine.
Most of this news is pretty dour, I'm sorry. But hey, Elon Musk actually finished buying Twitter.
Yes, he did. I forgot to report on this. So he's paid his, 44 billion, and had to pay 220 million just to fire the top 4 people that he didn't want in charge anymore.
Yeah, I don't like Elon Musk. We've been on record of saying that a lot. This came as a bit of a surprise that he actually went through with it, because by all accounts he was trying to get out of the deal about 3 months ago.
Yeah, apparently it's only a few days before the actual deadline of, if you don't do this, then you are in incredibly large trouble, and we'll have to do it anyway.
Silly boy.
Yes, but yeah, the wave of mass unbannings is going to come now.
I mean, I don't hang around there very often, but I did see a funny post on 4chan of I think it was on politics even. I can't remember the specific board, but it was a screenshot of the trending topics. It's like, this is all you wanted, wasn't it, you fucks? And it's the hashtag word I'm not gonna say because it's racist.
Yes, exactly. That's pretty much all they wanted. Yeah, so Paul is not a good place.
Oh, no, I'm aware. By the way, I'm pretty sure it was a screen cap on a different board that was just like, what the fuck's going on over there? The same thing that always is, racism and anti-Semitism and sexism and homophobia and horrible people, which is basically most of 4chan, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Paul isn't meant to be politics, it's meant to be politically incorrect.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of awful people doing awful things in an awful place. So 4chan condensed, pretty much.
I genuinely thought it was a proper politics board and there was just a lot of crazy people in the world.
Some people use it as a politics board, get up on a soapbox and say something awful. But yeah, it's not a fun place.
Fair enough. Speaking of crazy people, Kanye West.
Oh, yes, he's doing his Kanye best.
Yeah, he's pretty much fucked everything up, hasn't he?
Yeah, yes. He's revealed how unstable he is to the world at full force. And I've been following this general debacle very loosely over the time that I've been away, and apparently it's now come to a head. So if you enlighten the listeners and viewers.
Well, Kanye West has been insane for a while. Except here's the thing, I don't follow people who are popular just for the sake of being popular. I know Kanye was a recording artist. I assume he still is. I don't know. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of online beef between him and, I've got to assume it's his ex, but he might still be married to her, Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
I hate the fact that I'm talking about this. He said, basically. I didn't want to dive too much into it because it was still Johnny Depp, Amber Heard going on in the background as well.
Okay.
Where he's like, I want my daughter back. Kim Kardashian's like, you can't have your daughter back. You're acting like a crazy person. Please stop. Blah, 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 blah. Kim said he's crazy. He said he weren't. Then we get radio silence for about 6 months. Then Kanye comes back to Twitter because Elon Musk bought it and he went full insane. I believe the condensed version is, I can say anti-Semitic shit and Adidas won't do fuck. And then about 2 days later, he got dropped by Adidas as a sponsor. And then another couple of days passed and he went to Skechers HQ saying, bitch, I'm a free agent, give me a deal. And then he had to get escorted from the building. It's a very bizarre story.
Yeah, he's been the spearhead of the current anti-Semitic movement, blaming everything on the Jews for no reason. And the most annoying thing is you've got actual Jewish people actually responding to this, saying, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is entirely untrue. And the problem with that is that it then invites the possibility that because it's being denied, there's a possibility that it is true, which is, it's a weird situation.
It is. It's that old joke of like, yo, I'm not a cop. And it's like, yeah, but that's what a cop would say. It's like, cool, so there's no fucking winning. It's the same thing with conspiracy theorists that are just like, I will only believe what my own eyes see. It's like, okay, but here I'm showing you. It could still be effects. And it's like, well, what do you want? What the fuck do you want? Do you want ice cream? We'll get you ice cream. Fucking hell.
Yeah, they want to be an insane person.
Pretty much. Alright, let's do one last hour story, and then I've got two happy ones to end with.
Yeah, let's go.
Henry Cavill.
Yes, he has been dropped, hasn't he? Or he's either withdrawn or been dropped from The Witcher.
It's unclear. A lot of people are saying creative differences, which, while I don't doubt, it'll still be a bit odd. Because apparently what I've heard is that he's been recast as Superman.
Yeah, so he's picked up Superman again for more DC Expanded Universe stuff.
Which, to me, feels like less he wants to drop Geralt and more I now have more commitments on my filming schedule. Now, as a general aside, me and you are big fans of Cavill because he's a big fucking nerd.
Yes, he is.
I actually really like The Witcher, and despite not reading the books or playing the games, I agree with the sentiment that the best part of that TV show is Cavill as Geralt.
Yeah, totally. A testament to how much of a nerd he is. He nearly missed his interview for Superman, or his audition for Superman, because he was in a Warcraft raid.
Except for when it comes to Warhammer, he plays the bullshittest of bullshit factions.
Oh, he plays the most Superman faction. He plays the Custard Marines.
Yeah, custards.
Yeah.
We're talking about the custodes in case people can't get it.
Yeah, custodies. But yeah, they're all dressed in yellow. And yeah, they're Rhubarb and Custard Marines.
Do you want to end on happy news?
Yeah, let's go back to happy news.
Cool, the first of the happy stories. Has Been Hotel's got an air date.
Yes, it does. You gave me a little screenshot of this and I was happy.
Yeah, summer 2023. That's just over half a year away.
Yeah, it is.
I'm looking forward to it. About the only downside is pretty much all the voice actors have been recast, but it's a small price to pay.
Yeah, that is a bit of a pain because, like, the one that I will definitely look at is Alistair was a fantastic voice. Part of it was the effects, but you can't polish a turd. They were polishing diamonds with that. It was great.
Absolutely. It's one of those where I actually did a bit of digging. Apparently, this got picked up before Haluva.
Yes.
It's just because they have to do it in a more professional and studio environment. It's taken a lot longer to get it to actually ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We'll definitely review the first episode when it comes out.
Oh, totally.
And finally, boy, this news segment has been longer than I thought it would be. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. But the very last thing is, bumblebees like to play with balls.
Oh, that's so cute.
Scientists have discovered that bumblebees will just play around with wooden balls for no reason other than they're having fun.
Aww.
So,
man, that is cute.
It is. The footage is adorable, and they put you know that stupid like music that they play whenever kids are playing on a TV show?
Oh yeah, that royalty-free kid music. Yeah.
Yeah, they played that over the footage while they were doing the facts, and I'm like, oh, that's adorable. By the way, why people might be wondering, why does this matter? It matters because it means bees are at least more intelligent than we initially thought they were. Bumblebees specifically.
Yeah, like having preferences is the first part of sentience.
Yeah, the fact that they can look at a lion. Its first prerogative is making sure it continues living for the day, which is why they sleep most of the day and then they hunt and then they repeat the cycle. The only time they play is as cubs, and that is not really play; it's to teach them how to hunt.
Yeah. although it is adorable.
Oh, absolutely. Whereas bumblebees, well, they just have fun. They just play because they want to have fun, and that's adorable. But yes, let's move on to the main event for today, or at least the beginning of. We're going to watch the very first episode of My Little Pony: Make Your Mark.
Yeah, so technically it's season 2 because the season 1 was like a single special. But yeah, we're going to watch My Little Pony: Make Your Mark, season 2, episode 1. Easy does it. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah, it's very weird because Netflix has decided to call it Chapter 2.
Yeah. Yeah, chapters are the Netflix word for seasons.
Oh, that's cute. They've got a different Netflix logo.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that slight little fucking My Little Pony riff in the background.
Yeah.
She's not worn glasses before, has she?
No, I think she's just wearing it because she's got it out the junk pile.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Either got it out of the junk pile or put it into the junk pile.
Why not both? What a poor creature being named Kenneth.
Such an old man name, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like that fucking like don't call your baby old man names. It's like, no, I don't want to hold Grant.
Titus.
Titus is a fucking porn name.
Well, we've got a like one of the local villages was built by a man called Sir Titus Salt.
Which is probably a Roman name, right?
Well, it was like in 1901 or something.
Well, fuck it then. I don't know. Titus is still a porn name, in my opinion. Did we? I don't think we got this last time, did we?
I don't think we did, no.
Because it was basically a second movie, and I mean that because it pretty much just rehashed the plot line of the movie.
Yeah, rehash the movie, get you reintroduced to the old characters again.
I will admit the villains look cute.
Yeah, they do.
Which is very odd for a My Little Pony villain.
I'm hoping they actually have a proper villain arc, rather than just showing up once.
Maybe.
Oh, they are actually her crafting glasses, there we go.
Okay, here's the weird thing, is I'm looking at my glasses, I'm like, why do those glasses look so weird? And it's because the bridge is at the bottom because she's got a horse nose.
Yep.
I need to turn my volume up, it's very quiet. Accidentally awesome, as they flash the name of the executive producer.
Yeah. Man, it does drive it home that she didn't really have any friends back in Unicorn Village.
True.
I was a bit downstated for her normal level of energy.
Yeah, a little bit. That dragon baby is really ugly.
For now.
It's it's that weird thing where it's cute ugly, but I still don't really. It's more ugly than cute. You know what I mean?
The head is too big and human and babyish compared to Spike, that was round.
Yeah, but Spike was also 2D.
Yeah, they could do what they wanted in 2D. Like, they could just make the head bulbous and round. Like, I think the problem is they made it look too much like a human baby.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
Okay, villain sprites. Not sprites. Villain spy.
Hello.
Oh, she's got freckles! She's instantly cute.
Hello, make your marks, Trixie. Giggity.
Okay, so yeah, apparently magic is going out of control.
Maybe so. of all of the characters, fucking hell. In this show, I think Pip is probably the most generic My Little Pony looking My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Just, you know.
Yeah, she just is pink.
Yeah. Alright, listen, I know we're trying to apply logic to a world that doesn't need logic, but you'd cut the fucking strawberry in half, you fucking dumbass.
Yeah, just slice and dice, you know?
Like, even if you're making a smoothie, the fruit doesn't need to go in full size. Also, if that was a real-life blender, and again, I know we're applying real-life logic to a fucking cartoon, it would struggle to, I imagine, maybe even break.
To macerate such a massive thing, yeah.
Mm. No, she is still by far my favourite design. I've forgotten her name, but I like how she looks.
Well, it's Zip and Pip, and I keep forgetting which one's which.
Well, the other one was Pip, so this one must be Zip.
Oh, this one's Zip, okay. It will take me a long time to remember Zip and Pip.
Dude, I barely remember Izzy. Because your dragon's a shitheel.
Yeah.
And apparently he's strong as shit. That look on Zip's face was like, oh, I don't know how to tell him that it's shit.
Oh, and he's not cute when he does this. Or at all. Yet.
They're also tiny.
Yeah, they are tiny. Like, 2 sips and it's gone. I love the complete zero stealth.
Yeah. That was a cute fuck up with that phrase.
Yeah.
The moment a hobby becomes a job, the hobby stops being fun.
Yeah, totally. She got the binoculars on backwards.
Like, anyone who tells you that, hey, if your job is doing what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, it's literally a coin flip. Either that will happen, or no, you now no longer have a hobby.
Yeah, because he just gets swamped with work ethic.
Well, that's just it. Do you know
the whole thing of?
Go on, sorry.
The whole thing of, oh shit, I got to do this today.
Yeah, exactly. Like the moment you start getting paid to do your hobby, the thing that I find that detracts from it the most, and yes, we are talking over the song, is that you have a deadline now.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing about a hobby is you can just choose to do it or not to do it. At least that's how I approach hobbies. The only hobby I have that has a deadline is this podcast.
Yeah, actually, that said, yeah. Well, that and like D&D stuff, because...
Oh, that has a deadline, but at the same time, if I really wanted to, I could just say, hey guys, I don't want to do it this week, I'm pushing it back a week. Because I'm the DM, so fuck y'all.
Yeah, good luck running without you. Like, anyone else you can run without, but not you.
Which, by the by, I've not done yet, because I literally only give you guys options for times we can do it when I'm free and I don't mind working towards.
True.
It's also been very fortunate with you in Australia, I had like a 6-week break.
Yeah. Oh, the number of times you look for your glasses that are on your head. Like...
No.
It's not as big of a deal for you because you need them.
Technically I don't. I don't wear them at work.
Okay.
But that's also because if I wear a mask and glasses, guess what happens?
Oh yeah, you have instant fog machine.
Yeah, which means I can't see.
Mm-hmm. Which is just as bad as not wearing glasses at all.
Yeah, and I'm not wearing a mask.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with feral customers.
Oh, it's to protect them more than me. They don't give a fuck.
Mm. No,
I've
they don't.
not got a fancy mask that has the fucking filter in, which means it's literally just to stop other people from catching it off me, because
Yeah,
I might not like other people, but I don't want them to accidentally catch stealth COVID.
yeah. It's just basically it's just a paper plate, and it's there to catch droplets as you're breathing and all that.
Man, here's one. I'm at a bit of a crossroads at the moment because I had a text from the NHS saying, "Oh, you're due your new booster," and I'm like, "Am I? That don't seem right because I'm not that old and I'm not immunocompromised." And oh, here's the thing: when I put in my details into the NHS website to book a slot, they're like, "Oh, you're not eligible," and I'm like, "Huh, let's see." Oh, that's right. My dad was immunocompromised.
Right.
So I'm getting a text from the NHS saying you're eligible because they think my dad is still around.
Yeah.
However, when I
enough.
tried to book an appointment, they're like, "No, you're not eligible." And I'm like, "Do I just lie and say I've got an immunocompromised person at home? But then what if I take a fucking shot meant for someone who actually needs it?" So I don't know what the fuck to do on that front.
It's on a timer. Like, you can get it eventually, just not yet.
Yeah, true enough.
When I booked mine and my mum's, we rang up saying, "Oh, we need to change the day," and they said, "Nah, don't worry, you can just go to a walk-in." And the entire time we were there, about 5 people came, but there was loads of capacity.
Fair enough. Hey, now, I think this is a real problem that content creators have. And me and you can say that. Because we're technically content creators. We don't get paid for it, but you know.
Yeah, we're content creators. We don't make a living off of it, but yeah, in fact, we're yet to make our first dollar.
Well, Rick, I think we're technically negative.
Oh, totally. The amount of and the costs are only going up as electricity goes up.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that, you know, I bought a new microphone for this shit.
Yeah.
That said, I needed a new microphone because my microphone was like 10 years old.
Yeah. The Yeti.
I just got another Yeti.
An additional Yeti.
Well, yeah, but it's a cool, fancy one. It cost nearly £100 because I was like, yeah, I want it.
I mean, that's a pretty good deal for a Yeti. I think they're normally like closer to 200, aren't they, these days?
I don't know. I guess I don't look at the price of things when I don't need one.
Okay. Yeah, when I was in Oz, I was looking at the peripheral bits of the electronic boutique stores, which is what became Game in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they have like entire sections dedicated to PC gaming peripherals, like microphones, mice, and webcams. And the Yeti was at nearly every store for like $200, which is like 110 quid or so.
So not anywhere near £200, like you said earlier.
Yeah, I was remembering the 200.
I really like this evil character's hair.
It reminds me of someone I know, and I can't remember.
Oh yeah, no, she's been taking lessons from the IRA.
Oh,
is that joke in poor taste?
It's okay.
It's okay, I live in London. We have see-through bins because of that shit.
Yep.
Oh shit, is that a thing that can happen in this universe?
What, you get low Wi-Fi on your cutie mark?
No, well, I think it's implying that her special talent's going away.
Huh. Oh, like the little booty bracelets.
Oh, she's got resting bitch face.
Oh, she's Yorkshire.
She's got a very devilish horn, the Opaline.
She does, it looks neat. It does look more like one for fighting than for casting magic, you know?
Yeah. Do the evil laugh. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's even subtitled as evil laugh. Oh, fucking hell.
Hey, Midoriya Pony.
Yeah, a little bit. That was a Celestia drawing on that fucking thing.
Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah, the entire episode is going to be about cracking Izzy code now.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than creator's block.
No. I mean, okay, there's a fair few things worse than it, but as a creator, it's a very big thing that nearly all creators suffer at some point.
Yeah. Oh, she just got knocked the fuck out. Is that a moped?
Yeah, it's a moped with like really crusty mud.
I swear, if by the end of the season it's like, Oh, it does seem that if their creativity is stunted, that it affects their cutie mark. Because apparently it affected her as well, but I never saw it go all dodge.
It could be creativity or it could be what they're good at.
Yeah, okay, but I get what you're saying, but both, what's her name? I almost said Pizzy.
Izzy and Pip.
Pip and, Izzy have both got creative, cutie marks. Like, she's likes to create craft arts and shit, and she's a singer.
Hmm.
Oh, you little bastard!
Oh, that was that a phone as well? Oh, okay, yeah.
Did none of them... Was that done so quickly none of them noticed that he did that?
Yeah, none of them noticed that he turned, like, a $2,000 phone into a piece of pizza.
He's really shit at naming stuff.
Hmm.
I like the little sprigs of wheat in her crown.
Yeah.
The turtle's like, look, I found her. I'm gonna go nap. No one will be able to decipher that.
Yeah. I used to have a mate who did the same thing, and he would abbreviate literally everything, and it was like, what does this mean? I have never heard of this before, and he would never hear it again, so there was no point learning it.
Man, you're a special breed up north, ain't you?
This was a guy in America.
Oh, special breed out there, innit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is she gonna burst the wall down now? Oh no, she is actually gonna go outside.
Listen, no lie, if there was a zombie apocalypse in this version of Equestria, she'd be the go-to.
Yeah.
She'd be the first one to start strapping chainsaws on shit.
Hmm. I mean, she strap a chainsaw on that, and you got a.
Yeah, you got.
I'm pretty sure there's a game about that.
Yeah. Dead Rising. In Dead Rising 2, you play as Chuck Green, and he's got a motorbike with chainsaws strapped to the handlebars, so you just go. It's fucked up.
I do remember actually one of the stupidest but most fun mods for a Space Marine bike was to replace the bolt guns with chainswords. They didn't even go over the front wheel, but they looked fun.
Yeah, that's fair. Why is the baby dragon hugging the carrot?
I don't know.
Yes, Queen. He's still the sheriff.
Oh, the shine's back in her eyes. It looked really weird when there was no shine in her eyes when everyone else had shine.
Oh, that's fair. And this is a case of a lie actively fucking the group over.
Yep.
That's definitely meant to be Celestia on the fucking thing, right?
No, I think it's the villain lady.
Maybe.
Who also is an alicorn.
Yeah.
But she's a full-time alicorn rather than a part-time one like Sunny.
Because they cloned the mirror, you dumbass. Oh, never mind, I was wrong.
Okay.
Well, there's two schools of thought in it. It's like, okay, you don't know what you're talking about, so stop suggesting things. That's valid. However, at the same time, if neither of you know shit, where's the harm in brainstorming?
Yeah. Like, fresh pair of eyes is a massive thing. Yeah, she's going to be the sixth main character.
Oh, absolutely.
This entire season's going to be Misty's face turn. Like, she's only a villain because she was raised by one.
Mm-hmm.
Like episode 1 Adora.
Yeah. That's cute. They call that a remix in the biz.
Yep. Or a remaster.
Yeah, there we go. Creative juice flowing, Cutie Mark shines. Let's have a pony rave.
I mean, it would work. They've got all the colours already.
Oh, man. I want to bop along to the music, but it's really not my style.
True.
I do like the end credits.
Yeah.
I do like the end credits splash screens they're using. They're very cool. Well, they're not even cool. Yeah. They're just pretty.
Yeah, they're nicely designed.
Man, whenever people have a bitch at animation or cartoons and whatnot, they really should just stop for a minute and look and watch the fucking end credits of one, because it takes so much fucking teamwork to get one going.
Yeah, like, worst case scenario, you've got the post-credits credits on Netflix where it's just a freaking black screen with a bunch of white text.
Oh yeah, but that's not even... You know what I meant.
Yeah, like, it's nice to have something that you can actually watch rather than just letting it pass you by.
Here's one of the awkward things with the foreign language credits, is they don't want to do separate credits for each episode, so they're listing everyone. So we've probably got a few characters that we've not met being shown in the voice credits. Like, I just saw a queen, and her name wasn't Opaline.
No.
So yeah, as well as that well-loved character, additional ponies.
And one that was like a really long phrase in Polish.
I believe that was also additional ponies, but in Polish.
It could have been additional.
Considering
ponies
it listed
Polish,
like 3 names.
Twilight Sparkle's going to show up at some point.
Well, it's probably just going to be a cameo, if anything. Oh, well, yeah, that would be the very nature of the thing. Don't mind me, I was just setting up the next episode, because, we're not going to do our usual wind down, because we've got to watch another episode, but I think it would be a bit unfair of us to give an MVP for both episodes as one.
Yeah.
So just for this first episode, who was your MVP, Rick?
My MVP has got to be Izzy, because she drove the plot, even though the rest of them were following along with it. She's the one that both caused the initial, kind of like the initial strife of everyone wanting her thing and her needing to go and get her groove back, and then getting her groove back and like giving it back to everyone else. She was the MVP of the episode. How about you?
Yeah, the episode was named after her, for fuck's sake. It's got to be Izzy.
Yep.
She was adorable throughout. That's enough for me. But yeah, she really was the focal point, although Pippin also had the sub-story, but it just wasn't quite as captivating to me.
Yeah. Like, between the movie, the previous special, and this one, like, we've not had a bad Izzy moment yet. I think she's easily my favourite.
Well, considering she's like the Pinkie Pie, I'm sure in one of the episodes, maybe not even in this chapter, as it were, but down the line, there's going to be one where she tries too hard and it fucks things up. I'm calling it now.
True enough.
But yeah, shall we go ahead and start the second episode?
Yeah, so we're going to be My Little Pony Make Your Mark, Chapter 2, Episode 2, Growing Pains. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah. Oh, no custom logo this time.
Oh, the logo comes afterwards. You get two lots of Netflix logos.
I forgot. Man, I remember I mentioned in the Digimon group chat the other day, they shared a friend of ours shared a picture of a deformed Patamon. And my words were, man, if that thing comes near me, I'm punting it.
Was it more round than usual, or what?
I can't even remember what it looked like, but it was hideous. And it was just like, yeah, if it comes near me, I'm punting it. And they were like, oh, they laughed, don't get me wrong, but they were also like, well, what if you punt it and it comes charging back? And like, well, it's hostile then. At that point, I have to assume it is.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get the message of it's been kicked away as stay away from me, then it needs to learn. Oh, look, it's the G-Mark Crusaders.
Oh, okay.
Not really, but you know, I'm just
the
making
Neo Crusaders. Oh, they've even got marks already.
Neo Crusaders. Fuck the next generation of Power Rangers.
That's not going to end well. Oh, well.
Ain't this the villain from the film?
Yeah. He's the, Kim Jong Pony.
Jesus.
The one who had the best song.
Yeah, but that's because the villain songs get mean beats.
Yeah, he was the villain, and his mom was the mayor, and he was like this. Look how jiggly that plum is.
Yeah, they're using the anime tip physics for that.
It's the Rouge the Bat physics.
If you want to be specific, I suppose. Like, the only thing worse than shonen hair is anime girl titties when it comes to physics.
Yeah. Because people, like, their eyes are drawn to it because they're in the middle of the screen, and everyone knows what it should look like.
Does it at least taste good? It's going to be very awkward to put a 6th sigil at the beginning there.
With the current thing, yes. Yeah, so you could very easily like redo it.
Yeah.
Like just add an extra drum beat at the end because the opening jingle is 5 notes. But yeah, like just put a drum beat at the end and then you got your time for the 6th.
I guess.
But yeah, there's curiously a lot of room in the middle.
True.
And yes, most of it is reserved for Sonny's part-time Alicorn holographic wings and all that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very interesting that in this iteration the Earth Pony magic is more literal.
Yeah, they're all like level 10 druids. It's great.
Because in Friendship is Magic, it was just like, no, we're good at working on the land.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we've got a connection and shit like that, but it's not literally just, I'll tap the ground and, oh look, all my apple tree woes are done.
Yeah, I think this is actually just a...
Sorry, that looked like it hurt, go on.
Yeah, I remember when Homer got that done to him and he got a dent in his head.
Damn.
But yeah, it was, oh, he's going to do it again. Oh, no. Yeah, my mum once did that. One night, she knocked a massive glass of tequila sunrise over someone's brand new white dress. And the next night, she was getting moaned at, and she says, all I did was this. Did exactly the same thing again.
Damn.
So, yeah. Don't show that all you did was this when the thing that you did caused something bad to happen.
Yeah. Also, for fuck's sake, why would you not at least wash your face before investigating?
I think he was trying to, but he kept getting interrupted.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, he's huffing lyrium dust, and that's helping him as well.
It's not... No, it was like sawdust, bro.
Okay.
The sawdust tickled his nose,
yeah.
it made him sneeze, so he stomped.
It just made him sneeze, yeah. It is tasty, apparently.
Right, if it tastes good, then what's the issue?
Hmm.
Oh, right, so the plan's not working because the main character's not as vain and narcissistic as the villain.
Yeah.
She is adorably underprepared to be a villain.
Yep.
Mind you, it's a bit of a classic trope, isn't it? Fucking evil bitch villain, cute adorable snowflake who doesn't know any better being their number one assistant. The reason why I bring that trope up is it's one of my favourite parts of one of my favourite games, Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon.
I still never played a Spyro.
Oh, man, it's so cheap all the time. Buy the remaster. I think it's even on Switch. You got no excuse.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it. I don't condone beating children, but...
Yeah. Well, he's now got a prison for the child. Just put the child in the bin now that it's empty, and that's his time out for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a dirty bin, so because he didn't get bin juice everywhere.
Well, I think that's just because he couldn't be asked to animate it.
Yeah.
He breathes fire, is he?
Yeah, it's transmutation fire as well. It turns shit into other shit.
He also eats wood. He's basically a really dangerous termite.
Yep. Like, he even chewed through a telescope and revealed that it was entirely wood inside. Like, there was no gap in the middle to to see through.
Yeah. I see, this strikes a chord with me because I really don't like authoritarianism.
A, this is true, but B, like, there's a very good reason for it.
Yeah, but the folk are generally good folk.
No hair, apparently. But yeah, it's the magic symbol, but it does look like everyone must be bald.
But again, you got to bear in mind... Sorry, I've been thinking for like a minute. My apologies. The whole reason why this is bullshit is the only reason people went a bit out of control and nuts is his very own words were, "Go nuts." And he said that to children. And then the children news eventually got to the dickhead, and the dickhead wasn't even trying to cause harm. It's like, oh, we can go nuts, cool, bang.
Yeah. Like, he's not even meant to be a villain anymore, he's just a bit of a fool.
I mean, he wasn't even a villain in the film, really, just an idiot.
Yeah. He took authorita too far.
Mm-hmm. Mate, why couldn't you leave it just a note? Oh, dude, like, I know people like to fucking do YouTube videos, but, like, there's nothing worse than you're stuck in one particular puzzle in a video game, because I hate puzzles. It's like, cool.
And there's no text guide.
Let's quickly Google a solution. Oh, it's a 15-minute video, cool. Oh, 5 minutes of it is the advert. Another 3 minutes is them saying, please watch my other videos, please, 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 please. When you eventually get to the solution, you're like, fuck, why didn't you just write this down?
Yeah, It's one of those things, if there's a choice between something in text format and something that's a video, I will always choose the text format.
That's why whenever I Google help, I put game FAQs at the end.
Yeah.
Because that site used to be baller. I don't know if it still is.
I think it might actually be closing down now.
Well, it was owned by Fandom. I don't know why they'd close it.
Well...
But if it still generates traffic, Fandom's all about making money off ads. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh no. Isn't that just hay fever if it's a plant?
Yeah, I believe so.
I really don't like this creature, Rick.
Yeah. Yeah, he's being a little shit.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, hey!
That's like the signature for Izzy, isn't it? Getting fruit stuck on the horn.
Yeah, something stuck on the horn, whether it's a fruit or a tennis ball or...
Wow, this is not a good combo, is it? Do what you want, but I gotta be able to film it. That's really useful. That's still useful, but, control it better, bro. All he does is replicates normal-sized melons. What the fuck's your beef?
Well, he turns seeds into full melons, rather without actually having the rest of the melon plant. Like, it's better than useful. Like, it cuts down on the wood waste.
There you go.
Oh, they're getting magical blue balls.
Well, if anything, it's magical premature ejaculation, but okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe wet dreams.
Yeah, nighttime emissions.
Yeah. Hey guys, if you don't jack it regularly, you're gonna piss the bed. So the current theory is if they don't use their magic every so often, it just happens.
Yep, so they need to fart in moderation.
Thanks for reminding me of that South Park episode.
Yeah. You'll internally combust if you don't fart at all, and if you fart completely wanton, then you get global warming. So, fart in moderation. Jeez, it is that South Park episode as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you fucking for real? You did such a good step of admitting you were wrong, and then you immediately went the full Führer.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Hey man, if you want to slow him down, give him one swift kick to the nads.
Well,
I know
the best
Go on, sorry.
The best pony kick is from behind. So they'd have to be running at full force in reverse to be able to kick him in the nadgers.
Yeah, but these are magic ponies.
True.
I do like the detail that our main character, Sunny, isn't triggering the Earth Pony rampage because she's not technically an Earth Pony.
Yeah, she's mostly an Earth Pony, but a part-time alicorn.
Yeah, but I think the implication is because she's got the alicorn part to her that, she doesn't suffer the same negative effects.
Her magic has become alicorn magic rather than Earth Pony magic, yeah.
It's also got very gross noises.
Yeah,
let's put someone smaller than the dragon in charge of the dragon.
I forgot that his hat was a can.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought it was just a little, like, postman hat.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it's a can.
Well, there's a kind of interesting message.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's one of those things. Magic does operate by rules. You just don't know them yet, and that's the point.
Well, I more meant the thing that, hey, don't just because something's unusual doesn't mean you should act rash.
Yeah, and just because it doesn't fit the worldview that you've been raised with doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Oh shit!
Hello.
There we go. Oh, that joke tickled me. Sorry. She looks a bit odd in this art style.
A little bit.
That or she's just had a haircut.
Well, she's looking down on them as well. Like, normally she's looking forwards.
Hmm. I know that they're skipping out information, so I'm curious whether or not they I'm curious whether or not she actually did do that on her own, or if she had the rest of the elements of harmony and that just got skipped.
Yeah.
And one of those opens was definitely Opalia, or whatever the fuck her name is.
Opaline or whatever, yeah.
But
yeah, that was very definitely a help me pony one kind of pony sequence there, wasn't it?
God damn it. I was going to say, why would they want to stop it? And when everyone's dead, then we'll rule the ashes.
Well, also, well, here's the thing. It's teasing Opaline being the first villain, but I'm guessing that she's actually like a successor to the actual villain. And she's not seen things go wrong properly yet.
Okay. I think she's going to be more than a series-long villain.
Yeah.
That seems to be the way we're going. Especially seeing as Twilight Sparkle's just issued a warning about her.
Okay.
That's my... who knows? I like how they ripped the stickers off as if they were actually inhibiting their powers.
Yeah, it's like the restraining bolt in Star Wars.
Aye, for real.
Yeah. You take it off R2 and then he just does one.
Alright, yeah, the station's gonna be completely fucking wrecked, innit? Hey, look at you, buddy. Oh no, he's made it worse, hasn't he? Oh, that's a shame. He tried really hard, bless him.
Yep, here's this video game sequence again.
Yeah. God damn, how many times will that joke ever be done in the times of history?
I know, right? It's great, though.
Oh!
Oh, she calls them the pipsqueaks.
And Last Hitch learnt to Kamehameha.
Or at least plant transmutation.
I just want to see a pony do a Kamehameha out their mouth. That's my Godzilla boner showing, I'm sorry.
Well, out of everything, it was most likely going to be out of the horn, isn't it?
Yeah, but he doesn't have one, does he?
It's going to splash everywhere, yep. Juice tsunami.
Like, for fuck's sake, at the end of the day, it is just a berry.
Yeah.
It's like that fucking one scene in The Simpsons when they're in Africa and Homer got eaten by the fucking man-eating plant. And then he just walked out of it by pushing through a petal, and Bart just goes,
Yeah.
"Wow, Dad, how'd you manage that?" And Homer just shrugs and goes, "It's a plant." We now have the courtyard of Gondor.
It's meant to eat like bugs, and it doesn't know how a normal person, or a person with human strength and human ingenuity, can just push its way out.
Yeah. That's a horrible noise, bro. Oh, it's worse than that, though.
Squelch. Oh.
It's so gross. That was not a purr.
No. Now he's got his little crab. It's like Bosch's talisman.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah.
Also, a real fucking problem if that thing sneezes a lot. Oh, fuck the bird, I guess.
Yeah. The bird's in the bin. Is he going to sneeze us away?
I don't know what the fuck he doing.
Okay, so he's going to give it some dragon magic at some point in the future.
He made the flowers sparkle. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't think it was as good as the opening episode.
No, I agree with you there, but like plot happened.
Yeah. We've got advancement of plot, which is something that they tried their best not to do with the original series. Well, the previous series, but they had to do something about it because they needed to work away from openings and towards endings.
Yeah.
In terms of seasons.
Yeah, I get you. By my calculation, the next episode is probably going to focus on Pegasus problems, and then we'll get the series proper, because we've sorted the unicorns, we've sorted the Earth ponies.
Yeah. I'm sure at some point we're going to get some Sunny problems where she's like struggling to use the alicorn magic again for some reason.
No, she's not used it so far, but we're also only 2 episodes in, so...
Yeah. I think last time she used it was in the chapter 1, as it was called, the single episode season.
Yeah, there's a character called Queen Haven, according to one of the English non-English voice actors.
And someone called Diggy.
Diggy hole, diggy hole.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Yeah, well, I've never heard that version. I've only ever heard Windrose's version because it's epic.
Yeah, the good one.
But yeah, that was the end of episode 2, and yeah, we've got 2 episodes more or less to contend with, so first and foremost, what did you think of the episodes?
I think we said before, I preferred the first episode to the second. The second episode had a weird message that it was very obvious that the message that needed to be subverted was wrong, and thankfully they did actually subvert it and go back on the word and say, okay, yeah, maybe you do need to use your energy, otherwise it's going to come out in the wrong way, which is actually kind of a good message for kids. Meanwhile, I think the first episode was better because like creativity is something that everyone either has or should have. If you don't have a creative bone in your body, then you're not a complete person, in my opinion.
Oh, that's a way of phrasing that, because I know plenty of autistic people who fit that description. I'm just saying that might be a bit of an insensitive way of wording that.
You know what I mean, though? There's people that have no questions.
Okay, I guess, but can you see why I take a bit of umbrage with the way you phrased it initially?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, but yeah, how about you? What do you think of the episodes?
They were fine. At least we're not rehashing old ground. Like I do vaguely recall that my big issue with chapter 1, as it were, is it was just a movie plot again, but in half the time.
Yeah, and not as good.
Not really, no, because all the characters were kind of established, but they were also showing you it as if you'd not watched the movie, so it was very odd. It was also focused on giving us the dragon, who these 2 episodes have probably proven that I hate.
Hate's a strong word, but yeah, I don't like his design yet.
Yeah, hate is a strong word. Hate implies I care. I don't like the creature's design. I don't like how it sounds. It can be cute at times, which is really fucking with me. So I don't know. But yeah, let's get to our wind down. Rick, favourite moment.
Favourite moment. It's stupid, but it's when Izzy got the fruit on her horn, and I'm pretty sure Izzy getting a ball on her horn is going to be my favourite moment for the rest of the series.
It has pretty much established itself as the running joke that sticks out the most.
Yeah, the fact that it was in the very first trailer for the movie, and like it was cute then, and it didn't stop being cute. Like, yeah, it's got staying power. How about you? What was your favourite moment?
It's a bit of a struggle, to be honest, because it all kind of blurs together. I guess I'm also going to give it to an Izzy moment in that I really like the reveal of her craftmobile.
Yeah, she turned this like little junker that she found out in the wilds, like caked in like solid mud, in like 20 minutes into some amazing pimped out super crafty moped.
Man, if no one's ever seen Pimp My Ride, it really is a good analogy for that one particular moment. Fuck me, we probably do have a generation of people who never heard of Pimp My Ride. Oh god.
Yeah, because it was most popular about
2000.
Yeah, like 15, 20 years ago.
20 plus.
And then it just faded into obscurity.
Yeah, because it was shit. You've watched one episode of Pimp My Ride, you've watched all of them.
Yeah.
It's like, yo dog, we heard you like TVs, so we put a TV in your car. By the way, here's a PlayStation, we're throwing in 10 grand of cash. And then you find out 5 years later via an article that all of that was fake. They immediately took the TV off them once the camera stopped rolling.
Yep.
Oh, that broke my heart.
Yeah, and a lot of the time they, even if they left them with something, then most of those cars immediately got flipped.
Oh, they got to, the cars were still theirs in name. They got to keep the car, but all the stuff that was worth money was taken off. So it was like, if your car didn't work before they took it, they probably got it in a condition where it would drive, but they didn't let you keep all the pimped out gear like the PlayStations and the TVs. Like, the thing that it was definitely aimed at children, because I watched it as a kid, and it was like, they've put a massive, and it blew my mind to have a TV that was bigger than fucking 18 inches when I was a kid. They put a 50-inch TV in the back of his, in the boot of his car, which is what we call a trunk. And they'd given him a free PlayStation. He could just stop at the side of the road and play PlayStation in the back of his car. That's cool. Is that not like a wet dream to a fucking child?
Yep. You got both the freedom of having a car and going elsewhere, and the fun of, oh, yo dog, I heard you like Xbox, so we put an Xbox in your car so you can car while you Xbox.
Yeah. Man, I think that might be the only exposure some people have to Pimp My Ride is the fucking exhibit memes.
Yeah, so you can X while you Y. Yeah.
But yeah, we can't only talk about the good, we have to dwell a little bit on the negative. So to that end, Rick, weakest link.
My weakest link is actually going to be Hitch's attitude being so immutable until the one point where he realised, yeah, actually I've been a prick. So it was like an entire episode of that. So that's why I'm going to give that the weakest link out of the 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's a kids show, but that doesn't give it a carte blanche to just fuck with things.
Yeah.
The specific issue I find with your point is the decision to suddenly do an immediate U-turn is so sudden.
Yeah, it seems to have been brought about by touching the crystal.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. I think it's safe to assume that his friends were still shouting at him all the way there, but it's like they cut away from that and they didn't really show a good argument as to why he should do a sudden U-turn. And yeah, it almost seems magical in nature, which, given the theme of the show and the general storytelling that they do, isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I don't want to give it a free pass on it.
Mm-hmm. How about you? What was your weakest link?
The villain. I think they're definitely doing the slow burn, and she won't introduce herself to the cast until like maybe episode 6 at the earliest. But yeah, they're doing a good job of showing that yes, she's evil, but she's very classic Disney villain.
Yeah, she reminds me of Becky and Cloyd from Disenchantment. They just look through the scrying pool for the entire series and don't do anything.
Fair enough, man. It's just, like I said, it's just, there's nothing wrong with being a classic villain, but this isn't the type of classic villain I like, so boo. It's basically the gist of it.
I appreciate the villain's got to do something. I also appreciate that you got to have the slow burn of the villain doesn't do something immediately all the time, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, first episode was actually fine, because, yeah, her mission was to get a way to spy on the gang. However, we immediately find out that the way she spies on the gang is flawed.
Sure, yeah.
It's like a really shit Rita Repulsa.
It isn't all. They closed the mirror. I can't see back through it.
But yes, let's end on a high note. We'll only cover episode 2 because we've already picked one for episode 1. Rick, MVP.
So we already picked Izzy for episode 1. I think Hitch has still got to be the MVP, even though he was my weakest link in terms of his attitude. You don't always have to have a positive MVP, because the MVP can be someone who drives the plot in a negative way until they do a U-turn, you know? And that's exactly what he did. He drove the plot in a negative way until he did a U-turn.
Well, I get what you're saying, but I've said this mostly on the Steven Universe podcast, where you and I give MVP for different reasons. We have different criteria.
Yeah. But yeah, how about you? Who was your MVP?
I'm going to give it to Sunny.
Yeah.
She was definitely the voice of reason throughout the episode.
Yeah, she was like a grounding rock.
Yeah. Like, Hitch was definitely the one, literally the only one campaigning for all of the negative shit, but Sunny was really the one actually giving out good points as to why what he was doing was stupid.
And I do like the little bit of Pip just singling out, my Pip squeaks. That was cute as well.
Yeah, that's an adorable revelation, and I hope that is we get to see her spend more time with the squeaks.
Yeah.
But that about does it for today. As we mentioned at the beginning of the episode, we will be doing pretty much My Little Pony, Make Your Mark for the entirety of November, and then we'll get back to our regularly scheduled broadcast. But until then, if you liked what you saw and you're watching on YouTube, we have the comment section down below. If you're not watching on YouTube but instead listening via one of our many audio platforms, you can instead send us an email. Where they said send email to Rick.
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's about it from us. Thanks for watching as always. Keep yourself safe and keep yourselves happy. Join us again next week, guys.
Bye!